Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's awesome that you're tuning in. So recently I picked up in a local shop. There was this company called the Intertoys selling the Cyber Arcade Pocket. Comes with 150 built-in games with a 1.8 LCD tiny display. But it was quite interesting, but this thing looks like a freaking Nintendo Switch. Yep, even like the local shops are selling these weird handhelds that look like Nintendo Switch. So it's not only like the stuff from AliExpress, and I find it quite interesting. So I just needed to make a review for you guys. So let's take a close look at it, and what are we going to get? But first, let's open it up and let's see what we're going to get. I was surprised to see this, and most of these Cyber Link or other weird brands, they are not very cheap. So they are like quite expensive, especially when you're looking at AliExpress for the similar products they are selling. Or I'm just used to the AliExpress shop prices. But I'm just curious if this thing comes with, let's say, licensed games or other like homebrew games that we have seen before on the channel. Okay, so let's see what we're going to get beside the plastic. Fantastic. The handle itself is very tiny. Ooh, it feels very lightweighted. It feels really cheap. It's from the brand Lexibook. I have reviewed, I think, a couple of these devices back in the day. Then it comes here with the manual. Let's take a close look at this. The Cyber Arcade Pocket. It comes in different languages. We need to unfold it. It works on 3 batteries, there's no internal battery, so that's a little bit of a bummer in my opinion. If you're paying something like 15 up to 20 euros for a device like this, they're still not giving us a lithium battery inside. And that's a little bit of a bummer. I'm more like, how is it possible? You buy like for 50 bucks, you buy just one from eBay or let's say AliExpress in most cases with me. And guess what? They're giving you freaking a built-in battery that you sometimes can remove. But no, Lexibook are not going to give you one. Before we're going to look at everything else, just want to see how light it is. 44 grams. Okay, so let me get myself a screwdriver because we need to remove the screw over here for adding the freaking batteries. Yep, just going to leave this one on. The batteries are here. Take consideration that you can have the option to play a couple of hours on this thing, but here it comes, also depending what kind of quality the batteries are. Because if you're going to get the cheap batteries, you are not going to get a lot of game time. I need 3 of these bloody things. Alright. It gives it a little bit more weight to it. Oh boy. Oh boy, this is... Oh yeah, it's already starting up. By the way, I really hate it when they are using these parkers. I know why, because if the clicking mechanism wears out, your batteries will fall out. We're ready, let's go. Okay, so let's move this. Ooh! Alright, so let's see. So there is not an on and off switch? No, not really. So let me guess, pressing it once resets. Holding it, you turn it off. Yep, like I thought. So, the surprising thing is for a very tiny display, it's, let's say an IPS, but it got a pretty damn good viewing angle. Volume controls can be changed by pressing 4 times. And let's try the F22 to begin with. Alright, mono speaker is over here. 3. Oh, off. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, but for the people who are familiar to my channel, they have seen this game before, because with the, I think it was this mini arcade from the Action has the F22 game. It's a really cool shoot 'em up. So the first thing I'm noticing that the D-pad plays okay, but it feels super sturdy. Like, it's freaking annoying. Like, you need to press it really hard. But yeah. We got a normal D-pad this time, because most of these Chinese handhelds have like the freaking awful 4 buttons. I really hate it. Okay, so let's reset it. Okay, the downside to this is like, because of having this tiny display and 150 games, you can scroll all freaking day looking for your games. But there were no licensed games, and I'm guessing, seeing F22, I have seen with my previous, I say, reviews, videos, that sometimes they're like ripping off original games. 98 Pinball, we're going to try that one. Because I would not be surprised if the pinball game from Nintendo that is just basically re-skinned and being very naughty. So let's go to 98, just see what the freaking pinball game is. Alright, there we go. Oh, it makes a sound. Yep. It's the pinball game from Nintendo. So I must say that I do fancy this handheld. It is a very tiny display, so for the people who don't like that, this is nothing. That is something you just don't need to get, or you just want to have this thing for collectible value. But also another thing I don't like about is that the audio is not very loud, and there is no, so far I know, there is no option for having a headphone in it. So, but this is a handheld you can just put in your pocket and just bring with you to kill some time if you need for something. You can just play some old school 8-bit games. So far I can see the emulation itself is not bad at all, because most, let's say, chip to chip AliExpress handhelds have some issues. Okay, another game called Final Man. You need to defend your base with this turret. Oh, I already messed it up. But the system is filled with stuff like this. It's the 8-bit fetish all over again. So let's reset. What I do like about it, when you're resetting, it remembers where you have been in the list. So that's something that's very convenient. Otherwise, you need to start over all again from number 1. I'm only going to show 4 games every single time, so it takes freaking forever. Fruit Gift, Panzer Attack. Let's see if I can find a game that would be like a rip-off or something. Power Pool Girl. Okay. These names make no sense. And this game, I don't know what it is, but I would not be surprised it would be a game that they just basically ripped off or reskinned. So what I'm noticing, like most games that you play are basically starting straight into the gameplay. There is no title screen beside pinball. Whoa, okay, that is completely messed up. But I get this idea, like when you're looking at pinball, it shows pinball, that some of these games are specially designed for this tiny display. So another weird game I found was Hero Boy or something like that. So I'm standing on a flying carpet and I'm just shooting gigantic flies or insects, what it is. Oh, when I'm getting hit, I'm going to fall off. It's a one-hit kill. That makes this game pretty damn challenging. Come on, man, I cannot even see the freaking bullet, so small this thing is. And I mean the LCD display. Oh crap, oh crap. But the problem is the D-pad is so freaking sturdy that it is very hard to navigate through the level. So that is an issue with this freaking D-pad. Oh boy. But should you pick up something like this? It's always the question you need to ask yourself and not me. So I just want to try out stuff just to see what you're going to get. The Lexibook, I have seen many different devices. They also sound like a mini arcade machine. I would not be surprised we're going to get like the exactly same kind of games, only in a different form factor. So things had not like a lot of weight to it. It is made in China, so basically it's a package from China. But I didn't want to say it because yeah, I didn't order it from China. I basically bought this in a local freaking shop. It's a lot of plastic fantastic. I don't know if you let it fall accidentally, if it's going to survive the bump. Yeah, let me know what you think of this. Would you consider picking this up? I want to thank you for watching. Consider subscribing, hit that little bell, become one of the Wicked family, and I will see you in the next video.